the quiet hush of a snow-covered forest, something truly magical was about to happen. Meet John, a 70-year-old artist with a heart full of wonder, and his loyal companion, a golden retriever named Buddy. For them, a heavy snowfall wasn't a reason to stay indoors, it was an invitation to create. As they ventured into their backyard, which blended seamlessly with the vast woods, an idea began to take shape in John's mind, sparked by the pristine white canvas all around them. The forest was their sanctuary, a place where John had spent countless hours sketching, painting, and simply being. He knew its secrets, the way the light filtered through the penis, the rustle of unseen creatures in the undergrowth. He'd even been lucky enough to spot a lynx once, a fleeting glimpse of wild, untamed beauty that had stayed with him for years. That memory, combined with the fresh, deep snow, was all the inspiration he needed. He turned to Buddy, whose tail was wagging, sending little puffs of snow into the air. "What do you think, boy? Shall we build something amazing today?" Buddy responded with a happy bark, as if he understood completely. Their project had begun. Fast, they needed a foundation. John started by gathering a large pile of snow, packing it down firmly. Buddy, ever the enthusiastic helper, assisted by digging and pouncing in the soft powder, occasionally getting a snout full of snow and shaking it off with a comical sneeze. John laughed, his breath creating a cloud in the corridor. This wasn't just about building a sculpture. It was about sharing a moment of pure joy with his best friend. Once the base was solid, the real work started. John had a vision in his head, a lynx, crouched and ready to pounce. He began to shape the snow, his gloved hands moving with the confidence of a seasoned sculptor. He formed the powerful hound chest, the strong shoulders, and the graceful arch of its back. But he watched intently, his head cocked to one side, occasionally nudging Johnson with his wet nose as if offering his artistic opinion. But snow alone wasn't enough to bring the creature to life. They needed a skeleton, a structure to give it form and detail. John and Buddy went on a scavenger hunt through the woods. They searched for the perfect dry branches. John looked for sturdy ones to form the legs and the delicate, twiggy ones for the finer details. Buddy, meanwhile, was on a mission of his own, proudly returning with various sticks, some far too large, which he dropped at John's feet with a look of accomplishment. With an armful of branches, John returned to his creation. He carefully inserted them into the snow body, creating the long, powerful legs of the lynx. He used smaller twigs to craft the distinctive tufts on its ears and the subtle whiskers on its muzzle. The sculpture was no longer just a mound of snow. It was taking on the very essence of the wild chap. The details were crucial. He used his fingers to carve out the piercing eyes and the strong jolly. The basic form was complete, but John wasn't finished. The real magic was in the color. He retreated to his small workshop and he came back with his set of non-toxic, water-based paints and brushes. This was the moment that no lynx would truly come alive. He started with a base coat of soft, sandy yellow, dabbing it gently onto the packed snow. The color spread and softened, blending perfectly with the white. He then added darker shades of brown and gray, mimicking the mottled pattern of a real lynx coat. He painted spots along its butt and stripes on its legs, each brush stroke deliberate and full of care. But he sat patiently, a furry supervisor, watching his human work his magic. The eyes were the final, crucial touch. John mixed a touch of black and a hint of amber. With a fine-tipped brush, he painted two intense, focused eyes that seemed to stare right into the soul of the forest. Suddenly, the sculpture wasn't just a collection of snow and sticks. It was a guardian of the woods, a silent predator frozen in time. The detail was incredible, from the texture of its fur to the leg posture. It looked as if it could leap up at any moment and disappear into the trees. As John stepped back to admire his work, the sun began to set, casting a golden glow over the snowy landscape. The light cut the painted fur of the snow lynx, making it shimmer. Buddy trotted over and stood beside the sculpture, looking from the lynx to John, his tail giving a slow, happy wag. It was a perfect moment of peace, creativity, and companionship. The news of the incredible snow lynx traveled fast in their small community. Neighbors came by, their faces filled with awe. They took photos, marveling at how John had transformed simple snow and branches into such a lifelike work of art. The sculpture became a local landmark, a symbol of the beauty that can be created when we connect with nature. For John, the praise was nice, but the real reward was the process itself. It was the feeling of the covered snow in his hands, the quiet companionship of his deck, and the joy of bringing a memory to life. He showed us that age is no more barrier to creativity and that the most profound artists don't need a gallery. Sometimes, all you need is a snowy backyard, a loyal friend, and a spark of imagination. It's a beautiful reminder that wonder can be found everywhere, especially when we take the time to look. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the story, Don't forget to like and subscribe for more moments of inspiration.